Livestream 2, man, we're back here with another video, man, back here on Madden 21 Ultimate Team, man. I've been grinding 2K, trying to get domination done for you guys, but I am back here on Madden. Give you guys some tips on the best chemistries, the best X factors, and the abilities will be in a different video for you guys. Possibly later on today, so please want to look out for that. But let's get started. And the thing is, I haven't powered nobody up. I'm gonna give you guys like a little bit of a tip. I like to prepare for the future. I like to do right now. Well, I do right now, but I like to prepare for the present and the future, because the way what I want to do, especially later on in the year when we get time, we can get players who have ×4. I like to have 2 chemistries. Zone, like say maybe power run or go deep or play fake. It truly depends on your play style. But what I like to do personally, like I said, I'm waiting till New Year's because training is too expensive and I don't feel like powering everybody up, because I do make a lot of videos and I'm making a lot of upgrades and be a wasted training, stuff like that. I don't feel like going back and forth. But let's talk about the chemistries for offense. I will do defensive here in a second. I think truly the best one for me, in my personal opinion, is going to be West Coast. Everyone runs West Coast, and let's say this is my second year actually doing MUT and actually doing the chemistries and testing it out. I think West Coast will actually be the best one, in my personal opinion. Just looking at everything else and especially what I do, my playstyle, I just like it. But I will say this though, especially later on in the year, I probably won't make an updated video. I don't know just yet, but I probably will. If a player's stats are lacking, where it's, you know, you're trying to meet that threshold, I will always have the backups. Use the chemistries that you don't usually use on your main player. So for example, I run West Coast, but if I know Joe Thomas is lacking, I'm going to have the backups his own run just to accommodate him. That's what I would usually do, so that way he can be a beast on the field, because O-line isn't touching that field. Just think of that. So I think for the best, you know, one would be West Coast. You know, West Coast is hands down West Coast. Now, if I'm going for running, I believe zone run. Like I said, I just like this run zone, inside zone. I just love it, and I do think it does give people boosted stats. Now, obviously, like certain cards, stuff like that, need power run, like Derrick Henry, Jerome Bettis, thick ass. So I think even still with that, I still go with zone run. It really doesn't matter to me. It comes to defense, which is a little bit different than the offense, but it's kind of everybody really runs the exact same chemistry. And actually looking at this stuff, especially with them adding change of direction, it helps a lot. It changes the game a lot because of change of direction. I don't think none of these affect change of direction. I don't know if on offense as well. I probably need to check that. But what is the best way for defense? Now, truly, in my personal opinion, I believe it's lockdown, hands down. I think your corners and safety is going to need that boost, considering how inconsistent the zones and man is. I think lockdown, you guys probably know this, lockdown is probably the best one. Well, let's just say, Bree, I don't want to do lockdown. I'm like 4 months into the game. And, you know, some people do get 99s overall, stuff like that, 99 stats. Personally, and you guys sometimes you gotta do run theme teams. I don't run theme teams. I will do it this year though, but I rarely do it. I did it last year for a little bit. And I sold all my players. I was very impatient. But what is the next best thing? I think run stuff is going to be very important, especially since this game is very, like I said, the run game is, you know, still is better, but it's still kind of broken. But I would definitely go and run stuff, like I said, comparing it to the other ones. When I talked about the offense, is I like to run 2 chemistries. Some people like to just do straight. I like to run 2 because some people actually need that boost. So obviously your corners and safeties, and sometimes your linebackers, depending if you're using them, are going to need lockdown. So if you get ×4, hey, run stuff. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's what? That's about 32 right there. Right? Wait, is my math right? Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. You got ×4. That's 32 right there. I know. I can do my math. Okay, I can do my math. And then you would count the linebackers who do need run stuff. Now, I'm not saying pass rush is bad, but the pass rush never gets there unless you have like edge threat or something like that. But even still, the pass you had the best pass rushers in the game. Unless you have Lawrence Taylor, he's like the only exception. But you rarely get the pressure. Okay, so let's talk about sprinter, brawler, and stuff like that. So I also checked the other West Coast like that. I don't see nothing with upgrade like to getting a boost and change of direction. I don't know. But when it comes to the chemistries, man, I was looking at this just this morning. I'm like, man, it's kind of tough to look at these because now you only get ×2. So and he was the max 30, right? Oh, was it 40 last year? I think it was 30. But let's talk about it here right now for you guys. So what is the best one? I'm talking from what I think is the worst to the best, in my personal opinion. That would make it, like, it's really only mainly 2, and you guys know this. And I think, what is it? Leaper. There's nothing wrong with Leaper. +1 jump and +1 strength. Mine is agility plus speed. +1 excel, +1 jumping, -1 change of direction. I think this is probably the safest one. This might even be the worst. This might not even be the worst one in my personal opinion. But you know, it might actually be fucking acrobat, agility, change of direction, +1 speed. I mean, these two are kind of tied a little bit, just a little bit. What do you +1 change? Oh, you lose a change of direction. But you do not get a boost of speed. What should you get +1 speed? Do all these boost speed? What about Shaker? Yeah. So these will probably end up being tied, to be honest. These are not like, they're not the worst, but they'll probably be tied. But next will probably be Shaker. +1 change of direction, +1 agility, +1 excel, minus jumping. You get a +1 speed. You might lose a strength. Minus strength, +1 excel, +1 change of direction. This one may not actually be as bad because you're getting +1s. You know, +1, +1, +1. You know, so this one doesn't look too bad. Now, next one I'm gonna say it's kind of tough because I was debating Brawler, Shaker, Brawler, Shaker. But with the addition of change of direction, I think the second, it wouldn't be the worst one, but would be Sprinter because you get +1 excel, -1 strength, -1 agility, +1 speed, +1 excel, +1 jumping, -1 change of direction, -1 strength, -1 agility, +1 speed, minus change of direction. Now, if I see you +2 for speed and +2 excel, that's good. But if they didn't add the addition of change of direction, I would go at Sprinter. But right now, Brawler, hands down, I would go with Brawler because of the change of direction. You have +1 strength, +1 speed. You lose an excel, you lose 1 agility, and then you get +1 speed, minus excel, minus jumping, -1 change of direction. If anything, you want to lose at least 1 change of direction. At least 1, not 2. That could be a game changer right there. So, in my personal opinion, I will go with Brawler. But then again, you just got to think about Sprinter as well. That strength affects your O-line, your D-line, and your linebackers. So I do think Brawler will probably be the best one right now. Obviously, I might change my mind later on in the future because obviously speed matters. But I think that stat there, people are not talking about that stat, that change of direction. Like, people are not looking at that, man. But that's just my personal opinion, guys, on what I think is the best chemistries for you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. This is, like I said, do what you want. This is your personal opinion. So that I'm out. Peace.